Jinu was supposed to... he was...
Jinu? You're working with him?
No! I was using him!
First-time viewers might not expect it given the eye-catching animation, comedic writing, and popular soundtrack, but K-pop Demon Hunters delivers a moving narrative that resonates with an audience of all ages. It's heartfelt and profound, creating a moving effect as if the story itself instills a sense of hope or happiness in the viewer, just like a Hunter's song does to their fans, helping to strengthen the Honmoon. However, these moments of lightness and brevity wouldn't be as impactful without the dark times as well. Rumi losing her voice, Jinu's death, and Huntrix breaking up all dark tidings, and in those moments it seems like hope is lost. The next film will likely have even more moments like these, where our favorite hunters struggle to see the light on the other side of the tunnel or continue to fight for the Honmoon. There are many reasons the growing darkness might overtake Huntrix in the sequel, and that's exactly what we're covering in today's video.
My whole life, those things were a liability, but somehow, with you guys, they're okay.
Number 1. Rumi's demon powers. Although each hunter is called to a higher purpose by protecting the Honmoon, none have the same unique relationship to it as Rumi. Born to a former hunter and a demon, her existence goes against everything Celine raised her to believe in, which causes her to have such internalized shame that her demonic marking continued to grow until they reached her throat, damaging her voice for a short time. Although Jinu teaches her to embrace this darker side of herself, she doesn't receive her full range of powers until she's outed on the Idol Award stage, forcing her to flee from Mira and Zoe. At once her body transforms, her markings become more pronounced, her claws replace her fingertips, and one of her eyes begins to glow. When she screams, the Honmoon even rattles and tears in her presence. We also get the impression that she possesses more abilities such as teleporting, but she doesn't get the chance to showcase them in this story. In the sequel, Rumi will now have to live with these newfound powers, and if she still can't control them, there could be fatal consequences.
Why can't you look at me? Why couldn't you love me? I do! All of me!
Number 2. Celine's fractured trust. Speaking of Rumi's demonic abilities, she's fortunate that Mira and Zoe found it within themselves to trust her again. Like Rumi, Celine taught them never to trust demons and to hate them with extreme prejudice, leading to extremely violent interactions and the lyrics in the song Takedown. Granted, most demons do attack innocent humans without mercy, but as Rumi and Jinu proved throughout the first film, some demons might not want to hurt others and only serve Guima because of his mental manipulation and torture. Unfortunately, we never see Celine learn the same lesson or reconcile with Rumi. After she unlocks her demonic powers, Rumi goes to her adoptive mother and begs her to kill her before it's too late, but Celine can't bring herself to go through with it. Despite this, Celine implores Rumi to cover her markings and lie to her friends so they can continue the illusion that everything about her is normal. Rumi calls Celine out for not accepting and loving every part of her before going to stop Guima. Still, I have a feeling she and Celine might have a rocky relationship moving forward, especially if Celine's past demon hunting has left her with some trauma-instilled beliefs she must overcome.
Do what you should have done a long time ago. Before I destroy what I swore to protect.
Number 3. Guima's rage. Celine won't be the only one struggling with complex emotions. Guima came agonizingly close to achieving his ultimate goal thanks to Jinu and the Saja boys. Who would have thought that a boy band could be so dangerous? He managed to escape through the broken Honmoon and return to Earth, where he would have devoured a stadium's worth of souls had Rumi not arrived to challenge him at the last second. Still, having spent the entire film feeding off the Saja boys' successes and claiming more souls, he might have defeated Huntrix in that final fight if Jinu had not reclaimed his soul and gifted it to Rumi for her final power-up. Guima's back in prison, sealed behind a new Honmoon that appears stronger than the last. Sure, we don't know what goes into creating a Honmoon, but Rumi claims she didn't want hers to require hiding her shame and fear, so I can only assume it embraces all sides of an individual, from their biggest dreams to their deepest fears. Perhaps more than hope can power this Honmoon, making it especially hard for demons to escape from. Whatever the case may be, we can be certain that Guima will be vengeful should he return in the sequel, and willing to do anything to take Huntrix out for good.
You come here like this, you think you can fix the world. You can't even fix yourself.
Number 4. Character deaths. We had the chance to fall in love with Jinu from the moment he appeared on screen. Sure, he was the primary antagonist throughout the film, but he made his true intentions known when he approached Guima with a song making fun of him. He had no allegiance to the King of Demons, and his actions throughout the story were motivated by self-interest. The same is true of his betrayal at the end of the film. I don't believe he wanted to hurt Rumi, but he couldn't stand the thought of experiencing Guima's mental torment for a moment more. That's why his decision to save Rumi at the end is so moving. His act of selflessness allows him to reclaim his soul, and the moment he's free from Guima, he does something heroic by giving his life to protect someone he cares about. It might be 4 centuries overdue, but in some small way, he redeemed himself for what happened to his mother and sister. Jinu's redemption also showed us that the writers are willing to kill off main characters, which means that no one, including members of Huntrix, is safe. The sequel could take out our favorite K-pop demon hunters.
I give it to you.
Number 5. Tragic backstories. So I know why Jinu decided to give his soul away the moment he reclaimed it. The film isn't clear about what would happen to him once Huntrix restores the Honmoon anyway. Every other demon on Earth returned to their prison with Guima, so Rumi's initial plan to save Jinu wouldn't have worked. However, as he died 4 centuries before, could he have remained on Earth as a human with his demon-given body with his reclaimed soul? There are too many unanswered questions. We don't know the answers either, only that he was motivated by his tragic backstory. Almost every character in the film is motivated by the same. Sure, Mira and Zoe didn't sacrifice their families for a chance at a better life, but they were ostracized from their original homes and became outcasts by their loved ones for being different. These challenges led them to become hunters and form Huntrix with Rumi. Celine chose to raise Rumi despite her demon blood because she made a promise to her late friend and couldn't imagine abandoning the child of her fellow Sunlight sister. There are numerous heartbreaking stories within this franchise that the sequel can still explore.
An old beeper. So I busked the streets, but it didn't get me anywhere. I was desperate. We were starving.
Number 6. Survivor's Guilt. At the beginning of this video, I mentioned how fun and lighthearted the film is. That's true. Many funny and heartwarming scenes show how much the members of Huntrix care for one another. Yet one of the main appeals of the film is that the characters should feel relatable, which is why we see these trained warriors celebrating their world tour by collapsing on their couch or wearing pajamas with bears and trains on them. Their relatability is what makes them feel alive and adds to their emotional range. We see Huntrix happy, scared, overwhelmed, and hurt. The things they do to protect humanity aren't easy, and what they experience throughout the first film might stick with them for life. Moreover, they might recall the faces of the people they lost. Of course, Rumi will always remember Jinu and how much she cared for him, but they also lost countless human lives to the Saja boys and might struggle with immense survivor's guilt.
Whatever you think about the song, it doesn't matter right now. Everything is at stake, and we just need to get through this.
I can only imagine that it becomes hard for hunters to continue their battle with Guima as the decades pass. As humans, they likely sustain physical injury and strain on their bodies that make it difficult to compete with demon agility. They lose close friends in the line of duty, and they witness some of the worst evils their world has to offer, making each hunt harder than the last. Each generation requires a new trio to replace the last because having hopeful youths at the forefront of the fight seems almost necessary to keep the Honmoon golden and protect the world from Guima. Do you think there's more darkness in Huntrix's future? Will they have what it takes to stand against it, or will they crack under the pressure? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
Water demons!
Oh, great. My favorite.
Get rid of the hunters. Then you can eat all the souls you want.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
And that soul is just a starter. So let me get back to work, and you'll be feasting in no time.